I got a campaign city here you got to see. Stick around. Hi, folks. Old Man Grognard here. It's been a while, so let's start up with a really, really good campaign supplement. This is the Guidebook to the City of Dolmvay. This is by Small Niche Games. It is compatible with Labyrinth Lord, but you can use it with any old school game. Now, this was done in 2013. It is 223 pages. Here's what it looks like printed. You can get it in either PDF or printed, right there. Beautiful. Thing's huge. It is for a city supplement. This was written by Peter C. Spahn, illustrated by Luigi Castellani and David Griffin. And they do a yeoman's work job on this thing. This is obviously inspired by the Mystara Gazetteers for basic D&D. That's why it works with any old school system, though it's primarily for Labyrinth Lord and Advanced Edition Companion if you want to use it. It presents the city of Dolmvay. First of all, this is from this is all part of the world of Amherst, which is Peter Spahn's campaign world for his company. And this is a city in broad strokes, but as you can see, it's meaty. There's a lot of stuff in here, and it's written the way I like it. But we'll get to that later. This is a city in Amherst. It's a port city. It is done in, there's a North Ward and a South Ward, and they have different wards, like I said. They have different districts, what I'm trying to say. Here's what the book looks like. The usual great two-column tight layout that Small Niche Games does so well. This has got a lot of imagination and creativity in it. Here's what the city looks like. Really nice city. There's about 4 islands there, and it's a wonderful book. Let me go through some of the stuff it has. It has this history, of course, as it relates to Amherst and whatever, because you can drop this anywhere in any world. The religion, laws and punishment, government, currency, calendar, citizens of Dolmvay. Here's taverns and inns, and the different wards, which I absolutely find fascinating. Here's some of the new critters. This here is the Isle of Heroes, which belongs to the Adventurers Guild. In this world, you have to be registered with the Adventurers Guild, otherwise it's a problem. That'd be a problem. The religious aspect of this world is dealt with the religion of the Holy Order of Law and Order, which is basically Catholicism without the deity, because it has saints, it has other things like that, and it very much smacks of the Catholic Church. There are a few other religions, but they're the dominant one, and they will put the smack down on other religions if they have to. And it's all part of the history of the world and part of the history of this city, which is a beautiful city, by the way, because the way they do it is they'll give you a ward, they'll tell you about it, give you a few prominent shops, a few prominent people, and go on to the next ward. And once that's all said and done, they will give you what they call encounters for each ward, and it's on a D12 for each ward. But what it is basically plot hooks. They're encounters, but I mean, you got the germ of an adventure right there, with the whole thing, with just like a few paragraphs. I mean, they don't go like, they got general encounters like who you run into, like knights or commoners or whatever, nobility, whatever. But I mean, when they go to these plot hooks, it's like, oh, such and such, his daughter is missing, and he's wondering if you could help them. Another guy's cart breaks in the middle of the street because of this, that, and the other thing. And you may get caught in the bad part of town and get like a bunch of thugs on your butt, things like that. But they give you like stats for them and everything like that, which is nice. Now I like the way they write the stats too, because they'll give full stats for NPCs, but for most common people, 0 level people, they will give you abbreviated stats, which they think they should take a step further, because you can do the abbreviated stats with the regular NPCs too. Just the basic stuff like hit points, armor class, weapon damage, that kind of thing. I'm looking at the table of contents right here, and it comes with it's got a lot of stuff. And it's got a rumor table. It's a D100 rumor table, which are even smaller. They're still plot hooks, but they're like 1 or 2 sentences, which is nice. The Valonon, it talks about, this is one of the appendix, the Valonon, which is the Vatican, inside the city for the of law and order. They talk about the Adventurers Guild, which everybody's encouraged to join if you're an adventurer. The sewers are wonderful. These are the sewers, part of them anyway. The sewers work great. They have a great sanitation system in this city. And it has to do with magical means, because you've got the upper, middle, and lower parts of the sewer. Well, the middle parts of the sewer seem to be enchanted to rearrange themselves every once in a while, mainly because of like blockage in the sewers. And these are all attributed to the ancients, the people who were there millennia ago that started. And if you go down to the lower level of the sewers, you will see some of the stuff the ancients left if you get there that far. They even have a cistern down there. There's one gigantic whirlpool. Where it goes, who knows? Once again, let the GM figure it out. A lot of this thing is let the GM figure it out. Put it anywhere you want. It's great. And the lower levels of the sewers kind of smacks of pulp, fantasy, Thundar, Barrier Peaks type stuff, because you got things like turbines that run, or they say a giant mechanical claw will come down and grab stuff, and is putting stuff in a furnace, and things like that, and other things that people don't know. Oh, this is alien magic to us. Well, yeah, it sort of is, but it was done from, I guess it was people from the stars that came millennia ago, or whatever. So if you want that, you got that too. You got a lot of things if you want stuff here. I mean, there's pirates off the coast you can fight. You can join the watch. You could do a lot of things. They give you a way to generate 0 level NPCs, even a way of, if you want to make 0 level PCs, sort of a character funnel type thing. The different treasures you can find around, and and the way it's written, like I said, broad strokes, because one thing, I've talked about this on Save or Die a long time ago, and I agree with Mike Stewart on this, is I don't like city books that nail everything down. They drive me up the friggin' wall, because then it's like you have it's like the GM has a line to toe. Forgotten Realms can get that way sometimes. I felt like the way about Greyhawk. But when they do stuff like the D&D Gazetteers, where they just give you just enough so you can tailor it to your own liking and add stuff. I mean, I looked through here and I said, oh, I can build on this, yeah. And this gives you great stuff. Just it'll just give you a sentence where you go, oh, I can do something with that. And you know what? This is great. This is great for beginner game masters who don't really have anything set as far as they're going. In other words, say you have 1 or 2 people in your game group who are new gamers, and they played your campaign about 5 or 6 times, and they go, oh, and so they understand the rules. Say they do Labyrinth Lore, they understand the rules, and they say, oh, I want a GM. I think I know how, and I want to try it. So I'll probably do the digital equivalent. But so what I do is go, okay, here, here, and here. Now, read, go off, create, read the books, and that will get them going right there. I mean, they don't hold your hand, but you know, anybody, no matter how novice or veteran, will find stuff in here. This is a great read. Peter Spahn has got to be one of my favorite OSR writers, because I don't know how long he's used this world, but in fact, someday I hope to get him on one of the podcasts, like Old School Blues or something like, or even here, because I'd like to talk to him to find out about Amherst and things like this. I've got one more Amherst book to review that I just got to sit down and read, but I just love his stuff because it's so evocative, and I could feel the world. It's a vibrant world, and that's what you need, is a vibrant world. It's almost like it's saying, okay, life goes on, even though they're doing stuff, keep it going. And it's one of those things that lights my fire. I mean, I sat down, okay, the reason I haven't made it, I was going to review this next. This took me about a week and a half to read because of this. And I thought at the beginning, okay, I'm just going to sort of like, you know, read some pertinent sections and just do a review on that and stuff. But once I started reading it, I couldn't stop. Well, I did stop because I had trouble. I'm a slow reader and I tend to fall asleep. But the point is, I kept coming back to it, saying, okay, I'm ready for it now. No, I want to read a little more. No, oh yeah. And then I do, you know, I put it down and I go back. Okay, I'm ready for it. No, I want to read a little more. Oh yeah. So I wondered if I was ever going to review this, because I wouldn't let it go. I wouldn't let it go. It was funny. Anyway, get your copy of it. It's a great book. You can find it on Drive-Thru RPG or RPG Now. The PDF, here's the beauty part. PDF, pay what you want. Now, from what I've seen, this is the art version. Now, the other one, like, I think it's Dolmvay, or not Dolmvay, but not Amherst, but Valwall stuff, they had a no art version and art version you pay for. This one's pay what you want. It's got all the art in it and the charts and everything in it. If you want a print version, you can get a soft cover for $14.99. But they also have a hardcover, what they call deluxe version, which comes with an adventure that comes with it. That's $19.99. And I'll have all the info down there. I'll give you the links and all that kind of stuff. But Guidebook to City of Dolmvay, great book. If you tried it, if you've read it, if you love it, give me a shout out over at oldmangrognard@gmail.com, huh? And you can tell me all about your experience with it or any other questions you have about any of the other things I do. So I will let you go at that, and we will see you I will see you next time. Bye-bye.